We are
community well-being,
equity and access,
leading for power and change,
economic security and dignity,
and we are advancing wellness.
Without access to healthcare services, it's hard to succeed in life. People of color, low-income folks, immigrants have too often been denied access to the care and services that they need.
Many immigrants don't have access to healthcare, and that is one of our core campaigns at the California Immigrant Policy Center, is to ensure that healthcare is accessible to everyone regardless of status.
Advancing equity is about power. It's about building power, it's about mobilizing power, and it's about sharing and redistributing power so that all of our communities are able to have and live with self-determination.
The current levels of inequality and racial disparity that we're experiencing threaten our future. We need to learn how to integrate our approach to advocacy, social services, and where immigrant communities live.
Our job as a foundation, we can't do it without the work of these amazing nonprofits that we fund.
My organization advocates for policies that uphold the rights of refugees and immigrants while advancing racial, social, and economic justice.
We are focused on advancing health equity and health justice in the state of California. And we believe we will have achieved that when every Californian has the opportunity to live in their healthiest, fullest potential in healthy and just communities.
Change happens on the ground. It happens with the organizations that are doing the work.
If we don't bring ourselves together and all our might, the power of the movement against these conditions we're living, both the political, the racial, and the health crisis that we're living, the stakes are too high not to redefine what solidarity means.
We've really worked to overcome these challenges by really being intentional about what it means to have wellness and what that means internally and externally. And that might not mean the things we traditionally think of when we think of health. That doesn't necessarily mean visiting a doctor's office. We're building resilience and strength within our communities by building on the assets that we have. It might mean that we're really leveraging and digging deep into our cultural and our historical traditions. It might mean that we're taking more time to celebrate each other, to celebrate our families, to celebrate our communities, because that is what brings us wellness at the end of the day.
We want to see a California where people's health doesn't depend on their race or their income or where they live or where they come from.
It is really to make sure that we leave the past in which immigrants have been living for a long time and embrace a future of possibility and opportunities for them.
We need long-term systemic transformational change that gives our communities the opportunity to have and live in health, and that prevents us from having another situation, whether it's a pandemic or some other kind of disaster, that completely upends and devastates our communities.
Cynthia Buiza from the California Immigrant Policy Center.
I am Kiran Savage Sangwan with the California Pan-Ethnic Health Network.
And we are Advancing Wellness.